your salary range should actually be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say for the most part, I think that there should be some sort of restrictions on certain things to where you have to prove,
Yeah.
but then the politics of the game plays a part too, because if I don't want you to meet those, I'll make sure you don't meet those.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird in football, with the incentive-based contracts. If you get 1,000 yards, you get this. But if I don't want to give you the ball and I'm the coach and I know that's going to cost us an extra million, you can have 999 yards. Don't give him the damn ball. So now the potential goal, I do have the potential of being this player.
Yeah.
But now you're preventing me because of gain, because of capital gain. So it's kind of weird, but that is the reason why they're getting paid the way they're getting paid, because the collective bargain agreement was that these coaches were denying access for the potential money to be accepted. And so, that's the first part.
You put it that way, you know what I always think of? That Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That loss.
Yeah.
I always, and I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
My answer to that question, I feel that it needs to be tweaked, just my personal opinion, and I really don't like when they talk about the rookies or whatever and they say that upside.
Mm-hmm.
Because in reality, everybody has an upside.
Mm-hmm.
Some people reach it, a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So being paid based on my upside or my potential, I kind of disagree with that, because if I don't reach my potential, then people are gonna think I'm robbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get into that situation like Baldy said, where coaches will start saying, all right, look, D's in the game, but listen, if he get another touchdown,
It's gonna cost
we
us
gotta
some
pay
money.
him some change. So we gonna run XY banana split 14 whatever, but we gonna throw the ball to Baldy instead of him. So yeah, I think it needs to be tweaked. But again, it is the state of the NBA. Like I talked earlier about the Tobias Harris issue.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people,
A lot of money.
yeah, a lot of people said to me like, do you think he was overpaid? My answer was slightly. I think he was a little bit overpaid. But then I backed that up by saying, due to the collective bargaining agreement and the situation that the Sixers were in, where they couldn't afford to lose both of them.
Yeah.
So they knew Jimmy was gone. So they had to do everything in their power to keep Tobias. And at this point, because of the collective bargaining agreement, he was slightly overpaid in my opinion. But I understand why it was done. Same thing with the Ben Simmons extension now. And what I said earlier is I was like, in that situation, it's a lot of different ways you can look at that one, because that's just an extension, which doesn't start until next season. But one of the things with that is, but I'll let you chime in, and Deja too, if you think so. I felt like, in a small way, the Sixers might have saved about 50 million.
At least 40.
Right, and I know you have to be in the league a certain amount of time to get the supermax. But what I also said was, I said, knowing the nature of that circle, Rich Paul being his agent, Rich Paul being known or stapled as a bully in negotiating, and Ben Simmons' attitude, it's a possibility. I feel like, just a gut feeling, that they could have waited till just a regular contract and threw that in there, and they would have had some leverage. Like, they could have put incentive. Look, this dude gets triple doubles.
Yeah, that's enough.
Two out of every 5 games. We all know he gonna do that. So now you getting that money another way. So it's I think it needs to be tweaked.
Yeah, I just think that when you go to college and you play a sport, Because even when I ran track in college, it was a job. I mean, it was a job. We was up 4:35 in the morning running hills, tires on our back, all types of crazy stuff. It was a job, you know, and that's your interview. Your interview is college. Unfortunately for football players, they can't bounce from high school straight to the NFL. So them going to college is their interview. So that is the potential. You potentially saw what you're going to maximize in dollars by having this guy on your team. So that's where it comes from. I'm getting 2,000 yards a season in college. That's what you're paying for. Now, if I only give you 500 yards a year after that, you get what you're paid for.
Right.
You know, a lot of things go into that. And I think that, you know, when guys give up their life, and I mean you give up a lot to play a professional sport, when it's time to get paid, you want your paper. Whether it's based off of potential or whether it's based off of what you've actually done in the league, you still should be compensated for those sacrifices. That's just what I'm always going to be for the player.
Yeah.
Because I know from the business aspect that billions are being mounted from college to the pros.
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Stemming from that. I feel like us ladies put in just as much as work and sacrifice as these players do. So how do you guys feel about the pay situation for all the cheerleaders for these professional teams?
Dancers or cheerleaders?
Dancers.
Dancers.
I said cheerleaders because I thought we were talking about NFL. So, but
Well,
either way.
Yeah, I totally think that the ladies should get a raise. I'm not too familiar in the range, whatever, for the dancers, but when you just asked that question, I immediately thought WNBA, and we did a show on that where we felt like, you know, these ladies need to make a lot more than what they're making, because it's a shame that they play here and it's almost like a slap in the face, because the uniforms here, most of them don't even have the team name on it.
Right.
Which I thought was strange, because when the WNBA first started, they had the team name on the jerseys. Now it's all the advertisers, and the sad part is a lot of these ladies have to go back overseas if they're not top tier with endorsements to make a considerable amount of money. The beauty of it is going overseas, being from the United States, you get to keep most of your money. You know, so yes, I definitely think the ladies need a bump.
That's not even a question for me. Everybody knows what should be done. Question is, why aren't they doing it? So finding out what the pay rate or the mid rate or the top rate should be, there needs to be some sort of consistency in between the middle, and then go above the mid grade, because you're still dealing with the same elements, whether you're indoor or outdoor. So I just don't understand why that's not something on the plate. It's not, shouldn't be a side dish. It should be on the plate. That should be part of a collecting, you know, like the agreement, that whole bargaining agreement, that should be on the plate.
Yeah, it should be.
It should just be for the contract for the athletes, because you're a professional in your own right and you're part of the entertainment. So that's part of everything on the plate. So that plate needs to be on. That's the season. You know what I'm saying? That's the season. That's what makes the plate good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anything other than that is just plain. Just regular old greens, regular old mashed potatoes.
No butter.
No butter.
No
No.
butter.
New. So, any more questions?
I actually have a question. So this actually stems from an assignment we actually had in college for one of my communications classes. And the task was to write a persuasive speech. You have to convince me that your argument is valid and why I should follow along. One of the guys in my class stated that college athletes should be paid because colleges will literally use, like if Deja is a D1 superstar and she's posted up on all of the posters and the billboards, and I'm like, I want to see Deja. That's why I want to go to Temple University or Villanova. I want to see Deja.
Mhm.
Deja's not paid.
Mhm.
So should Deja be paid?
You wanna
If
go?
Deja has,
Tough,
and
yeah.
Deja got a Haterade commercial.
I already know where you're gonna go, in a sense.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna change pay to stipend. And I say that because I think she should get a stipend because of being a college athlete, especially at that D1 level. The majority of the time you're in an apartment, usually off campus depending on the school. So a lot of the time you gotta fend for yourself as far as eating meals, because your schedule is so hectic. You gotta go to class, and you gotta practice, and you gotta study. So a lot of times, by the time you get done, the cafeteria is usually closed.
Yeah.
So now you still gotta eat because you're an athlete. So I think they should be allotted a stipend for that, and I also think that they should get a percentage of their livelihood being used. Like Ben Simmons said in his documentary, he's like, why can't I get paid when I'm the one that's out there playing? But I walk around this campus and it's 500 people with a jersey on with my name on it. They all bought them, even if they bought it on campus or online, wherever. The school is still getting a percentage of that. Why can't I get a percentage? Because it's my likeness, it's my name, and I'm putting in the work. So I do feel like, yeah, they should get something.
I think they should get the check from the rip. I'll tell you why. And the argument, and is the part of a persuasive argument. Part of it is you're getting a free scholarship. You're getting an education for free. Here's the weird part. This kid that's about to get this scholarship didn't come here on education. He came here on athletics. So that's where everything gets crazy. Because if you take Temple University, when I went to Temple, my freshman year was $5,300 to live on to live on campus in 1993.
Yeah, imagine.
That is not $5,300 anymore.
No, it's not.
I don't.
So you're talking about almost $20-something thousand just for a semester. Okay. And that's in state. So 25,000, easy number. How does that equate to me being the #1 player in the country and I can't buy my own jersey? How does that work? So if the basketball program at this university, take a Duke for instance, the basketball program is where the money comes from and alumnus, but football program is trash. So how do you disperse this money amongst all athletes?
Yeah.
If the basketball program is the one that's putting asses in the seat.
Yeah.
So it gets weird when you say pay them, but now all athletes are going to say, well, where's my check? I'm a scholarship student too.
Yeah.
Where's my cut? And where does that cut come from? And how does that cut cover everyone? And is everyone putting out the same type of work?
Yeah.
Is the 15 guy on the bench doing what I'm doing as the #1 guy?
Right.
Probably not.
He's getting partial, I'm getting full. How does that work? How does the walk-on get paid?
Yeah.
So all these questions have to be answered, but I still feel like if the capital was plus $4 billion, well, it's more than enough to go around. Not saying that because I'm the #1 guy, I should get the
Should
most
be
money,
more than enough to go.
because I still think it should be somehow evenly dispersed, even though you're the top D1 player. But at the same time, I just think it should be given, because you can accumulate loans at a time when you don't even need them. I was on a scholarship and I still took out a loan
What you tell me?
because they gave me the check.
Right.
Yep.
And then when all my financial aid went through, I got another check.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, they give you the check. It was up to you to pay for your classes,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
but they gave you the check. And so I miss those days. I miss those days. And I mean, it was just, and you knew when people was getting their check too. They was all
We
down.
started getting to the end of the semester, and I'm sitting there like, all right, look, I'm gonna get this much.
You knew what you would
And
get.
it's like, I sold them Jordans the other day.
You knew what you would get.
That's checked off.
You
And
knew what you would get.
isn't it? Oh yeah, that's checked off. And oh shoot, I'm gonna have a little bit of change left. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I mean, listen, when I transferred back from VA to there, I got a part, they gave me partial. And literally, I remember having 3 credit cards. I had a Discover card, I had an AT&T Universal, which was a calling card and a credit card, and then MasterCard. The Discover card had $3,200 on it. So that was my number 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
The other card was like $1,000.
Yeah.
Then you could go get a money order, send it. I would pay off these 2. One of you are not going to get paid. But I'm using this one that has the most money to pay for these 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to keep these 2. But this one, I'm using you to build me credit with them. And I did it for 4 years. All throughout. Yep. Get the minimum is what? You know what I mean? And you that's how you work credit. And I only did it because it was the smartest thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody taught me or told me to do it. I'm gonna use that. You just maneuver things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I just think them dudes should be paid. And when I say dudes, I ain't talking male. I'm talking dudes. I say it universally.
Yeah.
I know I say guys and all that. No, I'm saying everybody, holistically. They should be paid. They should be paid. There's too much money going bad. There should be somebody not being paid. Anybody else? That was good questions. I'm not gonna lie.
I like that question. So 725 ladies, and how was the experience today? I talked to Jack in some emails, and I know that you guys were a little nervous at first about being on the radio.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so now that you've been through it, how do you feel? How was it?
Well, it was fun.
It's so much
Christmas
fun.
Yeah. I feel like I could do it again, or I could like probably
yeah.
talk for another 2 hours.
Right.
That's all it is. Just breaking the ice.
Yeah.
Break
I
ice.
just get comfortable. Like
Because
y'all, you seem real comfortable. I sense no nervousness.
right.
I didn't feel that any of y'all was nervous at all.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
Lost for words
I
at times
started
because y'all
sweating for that
don't want to ask no questions.
I started sweating when that alphabet came up. I was like, Lord, here we go.
But you handled it. It was easy.
4.6 seconds.
I think
We'll
she
check
called
that too.
your bluff. Not so much called your bluff. I think she kind of put you on the spot when she gave us the highlight. Yeah. Then it
Just
was
like
like,
that.
then it was kind of like, oh, I
Got
got
it.
it. Now I
Got
don't
it
have any
now.
choice.
Nope.
Yeah, so I thank you, ladies, for taking time out of your day and joining me and being willing to join us here today. Right now, I also want to thank Jack, who just sent me an email. That Jack, you are now in the group. The videos are up. They are shareable, so you can share them wherever you like. Ladies, I will share some of this stuff on the gram, and I will definitely tag you guys in it. It was a pleasure to finally meet you in person after seeing you so much at the games. And I just want to say, again, thank you for being here, being so comfortable, and being so genuine with the answers to all of our questions today.
Thanks for having us.
And I just found out the world record. The world record is 01.81 seconds.
How is that even possible?
We're gonna
I
do
said
it. We're gonna
0.
send you the video because I think we
Yeah.
can beat that.
01.81.
He
We
said
gonna get you
GA.
that check.
He said GA. That's what he did. No.
You have all the
It was a
letters.
guy.
I don't know where. No, Marissa.
Marissa.
Recited the English alphabet backwards.
Well, Marissa has nothing on us.
And
We're
that
coming.
1.81.
They're gonna give her a run for her money.
We will
Oh,
send
man.
this.
This was like when the alphabet was like 10 letters.
I don't know.
How old is
I don't know what
Marissa?
she
How old is
did.
Marissa?
How old is Marissa?
I don't know. I don't know.
99?
Let me see this, Marissa.
Folks, again, another great sports rap in the books. As always, you know where to find us each and every Monday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Instagram and Twitter at sportsrap_D. Facebook, Sports Rap Radio Show. Webpage, sportsrapradio.com. YouTube, Sports Rap TV.
Mm-hmm.
Heat100radio.com.
Yep.
What else? Did I forget anything? Sports Rap Podcast on all of your favorite podcast outlets. Look us up, check us out. And since we have them here, before we go, ladies, please give everyone your Instagram handles so they can follow you as well.
Oh yes, you can follow us all. It's our first name _ Philadelphia Soulmate. So mine is Deja _ Philadelphia Soulmate.
Mine is the longest one. Charday _ Philadelphia Soulmate.
And I'm Jordan _Philadelphia Soulmate.
And then you can always follow the Philadelphia _ Soulmates page as well.
Yeah, can't find it.
Partner?
Ball 75, man. I'm short, sweet. That's real quick.
That's it. And folks, please make sure you get over to the website. Well, you didn't notice, but the website is new and improved.
Yeah, I got on there.
We got,
Yep.
you saw it, our bio is coming
Mhm.
soon. We got a clip of the video coming, so check this out and check the ladies out. And playoff is coming.
Yes.
Yes.
If you haven't been down there, get you some tickets to a game. I'm sure the ladies will message me, or Megan or Jack will let me know when the playoffs start, but I'll probably know because I follow. And PhiladelphiaSoul.com, get your tickets, bring your family, come and see the Soulmates, and come see some good arena football. I'm looking for another arena bowl.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was at the last one at the
Tell
Soul
it.
one
So
here,
was I.
and it was a great experience. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I even popped in when they spoke at City Hall
Mhm.
after that, so I'm looking forward to another one of those memories. Deja said she was there too. I didn't know her then, so
We weren't friends
yeah,
yet.
so we weren't friends then. But anyway, we are now. And again, folks, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next Monday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. As always, stay great, be great on purpose. Enjoy the rest of your evening, folks, and we will see you on Monday.
Touche.